Hi, Sagittarius North Node. Welcome to Honeybee U Tarot. My name is Melissa. Today I am doing your reading for the eclipse season, which I'm saying essentially is going to be mid-November through to mid-December. Make sure that you check out my other Sagittarius North Node reading from, it's like August through to the end of the year. Might get more messages there, and also check the description box for anything else you need to know about this reading and contacting or working with me. Okay, so I'm going to use the Moonology deck to get an overarching message for you. As I understand it, during this eclipse season, we're in similar energies as we were in 2002, 2003, something like that. So think back to the themes then in your life, as well as 2014. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so you have at the bottom of the deck a time of healing. And it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Okay. Let's see what your potential current challenges might be during this time. You have some sudden changes, some unexpected or expected changes, or maybe decisions that you even make, things that you have been mulling over, and then just oops, you decide. We're having the eclipse. What is today? Today's the 18th, so it's on the 19th. Okay, so I have extensively shuffled these decks already. I just wanted to do a little bit while on camera, let you set your intentions. So challenges that might come up for or need to be dealt with by our Sagittarius North Nodes people. Collectively, we're also dealing with the nodal axis of Sagittarius and Gemini, as well as starting to get these little inklings around Scorpio and Taurus. So, okay, challenges potentially around I would say family. Got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Swords underneath that. So it could be that a truth needs to be expressed or is coming to light that may be, well, if it's challenging, it could in some ways flip your world upside down around ideas around family, ideas around having it all, and or your own family, house, home, and family. Let's take a look and see. So if full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. Maybe it's negative feelings or relationships in your family. Also, time of healing at the bottom of the deck. So, maybe it's time to speak your truth. Okay, and then the sun. Yeah, something coming to light, something being illuminated here. With the World So completions, culminations, yeah, let's keep going. The Magician. Okay. What are the opportunities here? Let's put these together. What are the opportunities for Sagittarius North Node? Oh, that's weird. Now this was not flipped around, but it came out when I pulled the other card. I'm just going to show you it's the World. So now we're looking at two world energies, okay? Something coming full circle. I'm going to go ahead and just put it back in the middle of the deck, but it could this be around some family karma? Whoa, 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, 5 of Cups. I mean, you can just see this energy, right? Something very heartbreaking, painful. It could be a painful truth. But it could be, sometimes the truth will set you free. And we can stop even sometimes hoping that things could be any different or that they're going to change even. Or that another person is going to change. Or the dynamics are going to change. Let's see what these cards are about. I think I'm just going to let that sit there for a second, this World card. Okay, so opportunities. 10 of Coins. 7 of Coins. Wow. You've got 3 10s here on the table right now. 10 of Wands. So I feel like with 2 World cards and then the Chariot. Victory, warrior energy. Let me put these all together here. For opportunity, it looks to me like this is an opportunity for you to determine your own legacy, to determine what you want to, how you want to build your life and create a legacy, a family, your sense of even financial security, that could be separate and apart from your family of origin, because there's some deliberation here on the 7 of Coins. For me, 7s are all about choice points. Okay, I can move forward or I can move backward. So for the Coins, here he is. He's kind of in pause and reflection, trying to figure out, what do I take forward with me and what do I need to prune and leave behind? What goes into the compost pile? What are the things that, I've learned from my past that I can, I don't like, they're just going to be fodder for new soil, for what I create, but something that I need to leave behind, right? To grow bigger, better, stronger. opportunity to do the hard work necessary and to achieve your goals. For me, the Chariot comes after, since the Chariot comes after the Lover's card, which is all about choice, which is about, yes, can be choice in, relationship, but it's also in becoming a young adult and making choices that are right for you, that can challenge, your family's norms. Like you individuate, you go off on your own, and then you level up and you decide, okay, so now that I'm a young adult or an adult, you don't have to be a young adult to be getting this card. Where am I going to drive my chariot? Where am I taking myself? This could also be a card of moving or travel. Might require a little bit of hard work to get there, but there's an opportunity for you to move forward confidently and determining your destiny, your fate, your legacy. Again, maybe closing out some sort of a karmic cycle. Sticking this back in the middle, okay? All right. Oh, I have my water here. Okay. What to release, speaking of releasing and letting go. What to release and let go for. I mean, this has got this very much has collective energy written all over it as well. We think about the world today, how are we going to look at what brings us happiness and joy? What kinds of legacies are we leaving behind? Are we forming? What's worked? What no longer works? Are we willing to do the hard work? Okay, Empress. This could be a mom. It could be diva mentality. The King of Swords. Yeah. Let's get clarifiers. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get clarifiers for these up here, but I really don't. I'm not really feeling like I need clarifiers for those. But I want to get a clarifier for the Empress. Could be a Taurus in your life. What to release, Empress. Why is the Empress here for what to release? I almost forgot who I was reading for. Sagittarius North Node. Oh, Lord. This has been happening to me all week. Okay. Knight of Cups is clarifying the Empress for what to release. It just doesn't have to be, your way. At the same time, I think it's fair to take a higher perspective, try to see all sides of whatever it is that's going on here. Once again, you got double cards. The bottom of the deck, 2 kings of swords. Oh, my cat's outside. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So I was just saying 2 kings of swords. What I might want to watch out for is being too up in your head, too logical, too cold, too aloof, too judgmental. Because the question is what to release, okay? And you've got Gemini in your south node. I feel like maybe this would be better for you to look at this from an open heart space with a little bit more willingness to see the bigger picture, to have a higher perspective rather than a judgmental perspective. It's like leave your justice police over here and try to see whatever's going on up here in the family or house and home or something like that. And I'm not saying give up your own voice or give up your own truth. That's not what this is about. Try to widen your lens a little bit, okay? All right. Yeah, a time for healing. Probably going to read both of those Moonology cards. What to focus on for Sagittarius North Node. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups with 9 of Pentacles. All right. Focus on, got lots of pentacle stuff here going on. Focus on your sense of independence, your sense of trust and faith in your ability to create and manifest anything that you want or need. Focus on your gratitudes, all that you have to be grateful for, your trust that you can sort of relax into, your sense of self and trust in the world and in life and in your journey. With the 6 of Cups here, for me, this is inner child healing. With the Knight of Swords underneath that. There may be something about your inner child that needs some love and compassion for whatever it is that you're going through or might be going through. Because there could be angry or harsh words floating around in this energy. Whoever, whether it's from you or from others. Let's get a clarifier. Okay, I'm hearing right now this song. Do you hear what I hear? It's a Christmas song. I think it's about peace. Can't remember all the lyrics right now. But as a counselor, what I'm thinking about with those words is, sometimes when we're communicating and having difficult conversations with people that we care about, yes, our inner child can get triggered and we become very defensive rather than, and like we're waiting for our turn to hurry up and say, well, this is my perspective, or, well, this is what you're doing to me, or we're just not listening. We're not listening to what is actually trying to be conveyed. You might be listening to specific words. Well, yeah, but you said this, right? So we want to be able to take a step back maybe and listen for intention. Try to allow another person's perspective or fears or wants or desires to unfold. But from a higher perspective, okay, this might take a lot of grace on your part. Like a lot of grace on your part. What am I doing? I'm clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. Go again. Okay. 5 of Cups. The bottom of the deck with, yeah. Yep. All right, with Temperance. Here's that sort of grace card. And the Lovers. What to hold on to, the balance between holding on and letting go. The alchemical, magical process of being patient, of being trusting, of allowing the process of letting go of what no longer fits while mixing it with what I want to manifest for the future. There's a sort of, like I said, stillness, trust, gratitude, patience, and then Lovers. So potentially here, in a relationship or in making choices for yourself or in bringing in love in your life. And right now it's just time for you to, enjoy your time that you have with yourself, getting to know yourself, being independent and alone, so that you can freely choose the relationships that are right for you, right? Because there's been some loss, there's been some sadness. She's focusing on these petals or these blooms that have fallen off and they're floating away from her. But she's, she can continue to walk across this watery channel, this watery divide from where she was, one shore to the next. She still has 2 young blooms here on this. She can go and plant this somewhere, stick it in a vase, but she's just kind of standing still, focusing on these. Let's focus on this. Let's be patient. Again, you got the Wheel of Fortune underneath that. It's like you're in a space between what no longer is or can be. What do I have to leave behind? And have faith and trust in what it is that I do want to take forward into the future. It's kind of like a little theme coming through here. Okay. Okay, potential blocks. Sagittarius, North Node. Well, this is interesting too. This Temperance is the card of Sagittarius, and the Lovers is the card of Gemini. You know, another message might be to trust that this is part of your destined path and process for your nodal axis. Potential blocks. Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so these 2 cards that were from the bottom of the deck came up again. Okay, you know, the old wounds and triggers. From the past that may keep you stuck, may keep you codependent, may keep you feeling that things are not fair, that, you know, we got 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Wow, this Emperor keeps showing up too here. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So 2 6s. The Emperor card here. Yeah, I feel like it's potentially, you know, others might be coming towards you or at you too aggressively. Uh, and you don't want that. You want kindness and maybe to work or talk, or I think you just kind of want fairness, and you might feel that, you know, people are just too aggressive and brash and mean and angry, and that it just isn't fair, you know, but that can keep you stuck. It can keep you hurt and in dependency. Okay. Strengths for our Sagittarius North Node. What strengths can Sagittarius North Node draw from? Please, strengths for Sagittarius North Node. Your own power. Yeah. I might get a clarifier here. 5 of Swords. I mean, you can certainly hold your own. You know, we've got the Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that, the Queen of Pentacles. Underneath that, Ace of Swords. Dear, I think you can hold your own, and that is a strength. You do not need to destroy someone with your own words. There is a sense that there does not need to be a right or a wrong, but you do have authority over your life. You do have the power and are empowered to lead your own life. To manifest the life and the legacy, like we talked about, that you want and you desire. You know, I guess you're just going to have to figure out, which person in this image, these people walking away looking like they're in defeat, or this person that looks smug as the victor? Which person do you relate to? This is a 5, so this is change. And the question is, what strengths can you draw from? Do we walk away and say it's not worth the fight? Or do we say, smugly, like, haha, I won, I told you? Or how do you see this card? Kind of want to get a clarifier for this, okay? Clarifier for 5 of Swords. I mean, you've got the 2 cards from this deck. Let me just show you this for a second. Look at the jagged clouds. And that's not peaceful energy. And yet, so that song was coming. Do you hear what I hear? I feel like that's about peace. And I just feel like you have the power to make this as respectful, as peaceful as it can be, Sometimes there's just no point in fighting anymore. There's no point in trying to get someone to change or, to see things the way that you see them. We just let them go. And we agree to disagree. Yeah. 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. With the King of Wands, being a leader. Being a leader not by commanding it, or not by demanding it, I'm sorry, but by commanding it, by inspiring others, by leading the way, showing the way. Showing restraint and acting when in ways that are intuitive and appropriate and inspiring and maybe unique and different to what you've known or experienced in the past, because you have dreams for your own life and how you want that to look. Okay. All right. And let's get, let's see. Again, I've extensively shuffled all of these decks. Sagittarius North Node. Okay, this deck rarely gets pop outs. So for me, I like pop outs, but I've decided with this deck that I just do better when I feel the energy. This deck is called Oracle of the Seven Energies. I feel like this card's come out for someone else too. Land Between at the bottom of the deck, and Sacred Reverence. Two hands. There's a key in the heart. Let's see. All right, let's go back and grab the Moonology guidebook and read about full moon in Scorpio. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. Yep. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. And you do have the power to do that. You absolutely have the power to do that. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need deep inside you to bring about a desired result. Attune to the moon. Emote. So I do think it's fair for you to express yourself in a way that is responsive rather than reactive. It's all better out than in. Additional meanings for the card. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. Yes. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. The end of an argument. Okay, and then I would like to read a time for healing as well. I'm going to give a bonus card here. Balsamic Moon, if I can find it. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. I do believe that, yes. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. That doesn't mean putting your needs or wants aside. It doesn't mean people pleasing. It doesn't mean codependency. Okay, that's not what that means. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had if you know that someone or something really isn't good for you. This card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attuned to the moon, when one is healed, all are healed. Additional meanings. It's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about this situation, how this situation would look if everyone were healed. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. Yeah, okay. Definitely was getting that. And then sacred reverence. Okay. Key concepts: awe for the truth that spirit is everywhere, inspiration coming through you as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion, manifesting from the starting point at the realm of spirit. Looking at the world, do you see, and this can be you too, right? This card, this energy, Sagittarius. Inspiring leader. Okay. Looking at the world, do you see all of life or only a limited part? When you look at a blade of grass, do you see just a plant? When you encounter a puppy, do you just see just an animal? While this categorizing is one way of viewing the world, it is only a fraction of the truth. It isn't enough. Look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. Remember, we got those, we got two King of Swords out at the same time with the world. Saying like, you got to kind of back up. I don't think what you're going through necessarily. I think there's more to it if you want to take a step back. I'm not saying stay in a toxic situation, but I'm saying if there's a story that you're telling yourself about it that's coming from the perspective of a wounded child, you want to take a step back and be compassionate with yourself that this could hurt. Yes. And, maybe this is just the experience that you need to help you to grow more fully and authentically into yourself and into your power and into creating a life that you want. And the people that, many times play, the villain in our lives, they require us to rise up and state, what do I want? And this is not okay with me, right? Okay. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony, a profound sense of well-being. Whatever your dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual component, right? The spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrating challenges, would you still ask your question from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you? Embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic, and you are tapping into this unity right now. No matter who or what is in front of you, see the person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy. Then you will know what to do for the highest good of all. All right, there you go, Sagittarius North Node. I hope that was helpful or enlightening, offers you some comfort. Thank you so much for being here, honey. Be you. Your life matters. Your journey matters. Your presence matters. Your healing matters. All of your challenges matter. And the work that you do to heal yourself helps the rest of the collective as well, because you show up in such a healthier, shining example for anyone that you come in contact with. So thank you so much. And honey, be well. Thank you.